Welcome to the New Money Habits podcast, where we talk about how to create a better plan for your money so you don't have to live paycheck to paycheck. Here are your hosts, Sarah Jones and Nino Villa.
Hey, everyone. Welcome back. I am coming at you solo today, so you get to just listen to me. Nino is out this week, and I'm just happy to be here and share some of this information with you guys today. So, I will start out the way that we always start out and let you guys know where I'm at, where I'm coming to you from this week. And we ended up leaving Tennessee, and we are in Salem, Illinois, a little town in Illinois, and we're here for a couple of nights. And then we're going to be back on the road. And honestly, we have no idea where we're going from here. We have a couple of weeks until we need to be at our next spot. And so it's kind of interesting, an adventure for sure. So I want to jump right in and let you guys know a couple of things. This podcast, this information I'm going to share with you today, I am going to be sharing my screen, and it's going to give you a little bit more of a visual. So it's going to break down some of these things that I'm going to talk about. So you can get the information if you're just listening, but I encourage you to go to YouTube so you can actually watch and really see all of these details that I'm talking about. I think it'll help you kind of piece things together a little bit better and a little bit easier. And what I'm going to be talking to you about today is really how you can gain control of your money in 5 hours per month or less. One thing that I hear a lot from people is that it takes so much time. They spend so much time on their money. Well, here I'm going to help you break it down where you can spend just under 5 hours a month and really gain control of your money. But first, I really want to share and let you know that I don't want you to miss out on really valuable insights. So I definitely want you to subscribe to the New Money Habits podcast today. And I want you to be able to unlock all of the wealth of knowledge and really empower your financial journey. Stay up to date with the latest episodes that Nino and I discuss. And we talk about practical tips, host expert guests, and have really thought-provoking discussions on all things money related. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. Join our community of savvy listeners. And also, if you find valuable information here, please share it. Share it with those that you care about. And really, if you're ready to take your financial growth to the next level, I want you to click on the buttons below and schedule your free discovery session with either Nino or myself today. During your personalized sessions, we will discuss your specific goals. You're going to start to gain some clarity on some of the challenges that you've been facing, and we're going to explore on how working with a financial coach can really accelerate your progress. So don't miss out on this really great and valuable opportunity. So book your free discovery call now, where you can start creating those new money habits needed to achieve financial freedom. So I'm really excited, and bear with me, guys, as I share my screen here. If you don't know me well, I'm going to let you know I am not tech savvy a lot of times. So let me share my screen. It's going to be this one. All right. Oh, let's see here. Where is... Sorry, guys, bear with me. All right. So we're going to talk about how you can gain control of your money in 5 hours per month. I'm really excited about this, guys, because again, as I mentioned a minute ago, that so much of the time I hear people saying, Sarah, it takes so long. We spend so many hours. We, really just kind of spinning our wheels all the time on, trying to manage our money and, do I look at this and, where is my information? And what it really comes down to, I think, is not having a clear plan and a clear path, and a process to really manage your money. And so I just want to share that why this process and why these 5 hours are really important and why it works is because it really does help reduce your overwhelm. It helps organize your finances. It really hits some of the most important parts of money that, honestly, a lot of you miss. It makes it easy. We all want easy with our money. And it moves you out of that reactive state into a very proactive state. And this is really important. So much of the time people spend this time in reaction, meaning that you are using your bank account balance to dictate your next actions, or you look at your bank account balance and it creates stress and overwhelm and fear and frustration. And that's all reactive state. I want you guys to move into like the proactive state, the real positive energy side of this, where you know what's happening, you're aware, and you're planning for it. So, it does take a little bit of back work to make the most use of your time and this strategy. You're going to need to know how to write your money plan, commonly known as a budget, out in the world. I call it a money plan. And I use a method called the values-focused money plan. Any method you use will work. The key is really finding one that fits into your life and allows you to focus on your values and your goals. But I want you to know how to write one. And that's going to take a little bit of extra time. So spend some time and learn it. You can schedule a time with Nino or myself. We both of us go through those steps with you to teach you how to write a money plan that works best for you. But honestly, there are a lot of options out in the marketplace, out on the internet that you can download. The key is just to get familiar with it and to understand how it works. You're also going to need to know what it is that you're working towards. What money goals do you have? What habits do you need to change? Now, this kind of gets you going. This process, the 5 hours a month or less, really can help get you going. But it's partly your responsibility to know what it is that you're working towards. To have a blanket or a very kind of large goal of, hey, I just want to save some money, or I just want to get debt paid off. That's fine, but I really want to encourage you to put something down that is really, really meaningful. What truly is the purpose of that goal? What is the purpose of having more money in your savings account? What is the purpose of paying off debt? What does that allow you to do in your life? What kind of space and what kind of, new opportunities does that create, and why is that important for you? So, little bit of back work to do before you get started on this, but then you can jump right in. And the first piece of this is looking ahead. So 30 minutes once a month. So for a total of 30 minutes, I want you to look ahead at your calendar. What is happening in the next 2 to 4 months that you need to start planning for now? I see this so often. We get to the month and people tell me, oh, well, Sarah, this came up and that came up, and oh, I had this. And, the truth is a lot of those instances you knew about, you just didn't take the time to look ahead. And that falls into the proactive state of this and not reaction. I see people pulling out of their savings accounts a lot because they didn't do a good job of planning ahead. They didn't do a good job of looking ahead to see what was happening. So take 30 minutes a month and look ahead at the next 2 to 4 months. What's happening that you need to be prepared for and that you need to start planning for now? Again, 30 minutes is all that takes. Next is to write your money plan, 45 minutes once a month, so a total of 45 minutes. And you're going to be writing your money plan down by pay periods. We talk about that. It's not monthly. It's definitely by pay period. And honestly, guys, this should take you no more than 45 minutes a month. Ours, my personal money plan, it's detailed, but it's very minimalistic due partially to the life that we live and partially because we've worked really hard to pull out all the stuff that was clouding it, all the stuff that was distracting us from reaching those goals and not allowing us to create the life that we really wanted to live. And so our money plan is very minimalistic, which we love. And I can have it written, and part of this, again, is due to experience, but really in probably about 15 or 20 minutes. So it should take you no more than 45 minutes a month. Track your transactions, 30 minutes, 4 times a month. So that's about 2 hours a month you can spend or plan on spending on tracking your transactions. Now, a lot of times people say and feel that this puts you in kind of the reaction and keeps you in the past. I don't believe that. I believe that this gives you clarity and it gives you information and it gives you insight and it gives you time for reflection on your habits and your behaviors. And it gives you a place to move from and a place to go to. So tracking your transactions, I feel, is very, very important. You want to know where your money is going. How much of the time have you said, hey, I don't know where my money is going. I make too much money or I make enough, but I'm just living paycheck to paycheck. It's because you don't know where your money is going. So tracking that gives you that information, gives you that data that you need. And again, I just want to say that it gives you a place to kind of come from. So it lets you know what you've done in the past and gives you a really great starting point of, okay, so here's some habits that I can start changing here. This spending that I've been doing, it doesn't align well with the life that I desire to have, with the life that I'm really trying to create. And so I'm going to eliminate that spending so I can spend in the areas that feel really good. So 2 hours on tracking. And even then, that might be a lot, but I want to be very generous with this time here. And especially if you're just starting out, schedule in 30 minutes each week. Again, I want you to go through all of your spending, log it, also update all the income received because you want to be keeping track of and have a good log of what's the income that you received. You planned a certain amount, but did you actually receive that? Again, this is good data. You will go back through and reference these months later times in the year. So keep good records. Scheduling and automating. So 30 minutes once a month for a total of 30 minutes. And honestly, once you do this, you probably are not going to be doing a whole lot of this every month. But spend some time and go through and schedule those payments. Things like car insurance, cell phone bill, utilities, and automate your savings, your retirement contributions. Automate those. You've written your money plan, so you know what paycheck is responsible for taking care of what expenses. So now it's time to schedule those payments. One thing I hear a lot also from people is, I tried to put money into savings, but I didn't have anything left. Well, you didn't have anything left because you didn't plan for it and you waited. So don't wait on those things. Go in and schedule them. Automate. It will change your life. And really, this should take you no more than 30 minutes. So evaluate. So 15 minutes per month. So total of 15 minutes a month. I want you to go through and evaluate all of your transactions and your money plan. Are you living and spending according to your values? Is what you are doing in alignment with who you are becoming? I want you to really think about changing some of the behaviors and taking, again, some time to really evaluate that what you want. Are your actions in alignment with what you want? Are your actions showing you that you're willing to create a different type of life? If you are saying, hey, I'm living paycheck to paycheck, but I want to be able to take a vacation every year. Well, then you need to be willing to Look at where you're spending that's not allowing you to take a vacation, right? Most often I find that you're just spending in other areas. And so if that's one of your values and that's something that you want to do, then I want you to be taking some time to go back and evaluate and then making those adjustments as necessary. Having conversations, 15 minutes, 4 times a month. So a total of 1 hour a month. I want you to schedule, and preferably each week, take 15 minutes and have a conversation with your spouse or your accountability partner. This really is critical to your financial health. Nino and I talked about kind of some money dates or money conversations. We call them coinversations. So if you haven't listened to that episode, go back and check it out. But I want you to be scheduling these in, and I say at least 15 minutes each week. Talk about what are the things that have happened, what's come up that you either forgot to plan for or you weren't aware of. Talk about how you can make things maybe move a little bit more smoothly in your finances going forward. Evaluate, make sure that you're doing things that are according to your values. Okay? And again, this is just kind of a recap of gaining control of your money. It really doesn't have to take a ton of your time. 5 hours per month, you can make a huge impact in your financial future. The biggest portion of this is tracking. This gives you a ton of information, but it really starts off with writing that plan. Write it out and track it to make sure that you're following that plan. You're taking some time to look ahead, so you are making yourself more aware of what is coming up and what you need to be prepared for instead of always reacting to the things that happen. You're going to spend some time automating, right? Go through and automate those savings, automate some of the payments, schedule, those transfers to make life, number one, a little bit easier, but to do it because it's important for you. It's part of your money plan. It's something that you say you're going to do. And so automating is a great way to make that happen. Go in and evaluate. Again, are you spending according to your values and what brings value to your life and what I always call it your created life? Are you spending in a way that allows you to create the life that you truly desire? And then also have those conversations, guys. It's so important to have conversations. And it allows you to not only, get to know your partner a little bit better. It allows you to know yourself a little bit better. It allows you that time to see what you desire in life, to speak some of these things out loud where maybe you haven't said things out loud before and you start to hear it differently. There's a lot of quotes on, writing goals and everything. And if you write them down, you're more likely to achieve them. Well, creating your money plan, managing your money is part of reaching those money goals that you're setting for yourself. So I want to say thank you for taking the time with me today. Again, I hope that this helps. I hope that you take these steps, write them down, put it on your calendar to actually do, and see how your finances start to change because of this simple process that you can implement. And don't use the term or the words, hey, I don't have time, because the truth is you do. I know probably most of us are guilty scrolling on social media and doing other things that if this really is important to you, you will find the time to make it happen. Guys, thank you for another really great conversation today. Reach out with any questions. In the show notes are links again to schedule with Nino or myself. We would love to hear from you. I would love to hear from you and know if this information was helpful. Also, if you have any questions, send them over as well. And I will say until next time, bye for now, friends.
Thank you for listening to the New Money Habits podcast, brought to you by New Money Habits and Keeping Up with the Joneses Financial Coaching. Submit your questions to our host by emailing podcast@newmoneyhabits.com. Be sure to subscribe to be notified of future episodes. Join our growing group of like-minded people on Facebook and follow us on your favorite platform. Music provided by Summer School.